Lots of blue skies and sunshine out there. It was another one of those really bright days thanks to all that fresh snow on the ground. We'll talk snow totals from last night here in just a moment. Interstate 74 and 280 looks okay by the airport. Now 280, we had some significant issues on the west side of the Quad Cities earlier. Here's the Centennial Bridge, some of the traffic there, Interstate 74 and 53rd. And there's a look at some of the traffic on the Interstate 74 bridge. A lot of the interstates and the highways are fine now, but driving late last night, certainly no easy task because we had all that snow on the ground, snow on the roads, but a lot of the roads now looking a lot better. Temperature, well, doesn't look great, but relatively speaking, it's funny how the 13 degrees feels pretty good outside right now. The sunshine, that absolutely looks good too. Okay, here are some of the snow totals from the Illinois side of the river. Coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll talk some of the Iowa snow totals. Moline, this is the official number for the Quad Cities, almost 4 inches, 3.8. Rock Island, 3.5. Princeton, east of the Quad Cities, 3.2. Then Geneseo and Huani both coming in at 2.8 inches. So it was a healthy snow, and as expected, the heavier totals lined up on the Illinois side of the river. So when we see those Iowa totals coming up at 5, you'll notice most of them are just a little bit lower. So where do we stand for the season? 40.8. That's above normal for an entire snow season, which goes from July 1st through June 30th. Obviously, we don't get snow then, but when you factor in the entire snow season, technically those are the dates. Average is 31.6, so we're almost 10 inches above normal again for an entire season, and we're awfully close to our total from last year, which was 41.5. 69.7, that's a record from a long time ago, and it's a record that'll be around for at least one more year. Here's how the average snow monthly totals break down in the Quad Cities, in case you were ever wondering about something like this. In November, you know, a lot of times it doesn't snow at all, but sometimes we get a really big snow, so that puts the average up to about 1.2. December and January, normally the snowiest months. February averages 6.8, but we're already up over 15 inches for the month of February, and it's only the 16th of the month. Now, second half of the month will not be as cold, and it will absolutely not be as snowy as the first half of the month, but again, even if it didn't snow another flake, it's a well above normal February. March averages 4, April averages just about an inch. Back to those blue skies and how pretty it looks around the Quad Cities. And remember, just a month ago, I don't think we had any ice on the Mississippi River, but there's a good amount of that out there right now for sure. Okay, the temperature right now, we made it up into the double digits. It's 13. And the wind chill, well, that's finally above zero. That happened at 2 o'clock for the first time in days. It is still below zero for the feels like in Davenport, and our temperature right now is 7. It'll be below zero tonight. With these clear skies, a lot of us dip down to around 5 below for the actual temperature tonight. So it will be a cold start coming up Wednesday in the morning. Then we have a chance for just a half an inch or less than that of snow in the Quad Cities on Wednesday. Not going to be a big deal, not going to be a repeat of the almost 4 inches that some of us had last night. And then the warm-up begins, and we're talking middle and upper 30s coming right for the Quad Cities. Look at these lows this morning, though. At the airport, it was around 0. Sterling was 1, but Galesburg, Burlington, and Clinton between 5 and 10 degrees below zero. So it was a very cold start today. Here are the temperatures right now. Some single digits on the board, some double digits on the board. No 20s on the board, but at least we don't have any below zero numbers, although Fairfield very close right now. Now, there's not a whole lot of wind, so it only feels a little bit colder. Remember, when you have these chilly temperatures, even a light breeze makes it feel noticeably colder. 3 above in the Quad Cities, 1 above in Geneseo, 1 below in Aledo, 4 below for the wind chill right now in Muscatine. This evening, wind chills, they do slip back down below zero. Temperatures, they follow up. They go below zero here later, too. Here's the visible satellite. When you see what looks like clouds, if you've looked out the window today, you know it's been a bright and sunny day basically all day long. So we have a couple different layers of the satellite on here. At first, you see the visible satellite. That's the snow on the ground. But then as the sun gets lower on the horizon, it doesn't reflect, the snow doesn't show up quite as much, but then you are able to see where there are some clouds, and there's just a few of them around the edges. Okay, so here's our futurecast for tonight. Clear skies, cold weather out there, below zero temperatures. And then Wednesday, there'll be some snow passing through parts of the Midwest, but you don't see a ton of it around the Quad Cities. So our snow chances, they're relatively low, and even if we do see snow tomorrow, it's not going to be all that much. All right, here are the details now, kind of the nuts and bolts of the forecast. 5 below, that's the actual temperature. I think the wind chill goes down to around 15 below. So it will be cold again, to say the least. Tomorrow, a high of 15. There's another chance for that very light snow. Not a big deal. That's not 5 inches. Look closely there, and you see that little point there. It'll be a half an inch at the most. Now the 7-day, and boy, are we looking good here at the end of the 7-day. Here's that chance for a little bit of light snow tomorrow. Remember, we're below zero tonight. above 0 Wednesday night, at 0 Thursday night, and then Friday night there's a chance we slip back down just a little bit below 0. There's another chance for rain and snow Sunday, but when you hear a chance for rain and snow, I guess you might think, I hope we don't get a lot of that ice like we had earlier in the season, but it also clues you in that the temperatures are on the rise, middle and upper 30s then for the majority of next week. By far the warmest weather we've had in quite a while, so things just about to turn around, but Jim, it is going to be another really cold night.